back to Basement Video Podcast with your host, John, co-host, Alex, man behind the computer / co-host, Andrew.
Hi. I'm behind a computer.
He is.
I am a computer.
Andrew, the computer boy.
How's everyone's week this week?
I had a great week.
This
week I had a great week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it? What'd you do?
It was great.
Why was it so good?
Oh, nothing bad happened.
For me, it was like just a little bit easier than usual.
Why? What'd you do?
Nothing. The plan was like constantly... Like last week, we were supposed to like make it super easy so we'd have enough parts to make this week like really busy. But because of like the blockade, it's like we literally had like 4 hours of doing nothing and then we had 4 hours of actually like working. And it was just the best because like the plant owner of the came and he was like, all right, how's production? He's like, oh, yeah, everyone just went home.
That's what my situation was yesterday. There wasn't much to do, so my boss gave option for some people to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Not even go home, just not even come in.
I've never had that option before.
It was dope.
That's nice.
I had to go home early on Friday.
Nice.
It was sick.
Yep.
You guys work at the same place, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We work with you.
So are you guys like not sick of each other yet? Like
No.
Oh, okay.
We barely work
We
with each
don't
other.
really work together. We work in the same place, but we
Man,
do
you guys are
different
so
jobs.
close you like finish each other's sentences.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches,
Yeah. He starts it, I finish it.
Yeah.
Because he's the senior employee.
Apparently.
How long have you been working there actually for?
5 years.
Nice. You love it?
It's pretty chill.
It's real chill.
Anyway. Well, outside of work, what did we watch this week?
Jimmy Neutron.
Jim.
Boy genius.
Why
And I watched a lot of Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I watched James Isaac Neutron.
Neutron?
Neutron.
Neutron?
Neutron.
Nutribullet?
Newton. James Isaac Newton.
Did you know that they named him that because
Because it's literally in the name. Did you know they stole the exact name because that's that other guy's exact
that's not
name?
an exact name.
No, I know, but it's obvious
Just
what it
Isaac
is.
Newton.
They were when they were making the movie or the pilot actually, they were going to name the character originally
Wasn't it something Einstein?
Johnny Quartz or something like that.
Wasn't the movie came out after the show though?
No, it came before.
Yeah.
Really?
So like the movie actually
They were in. I think you're about to say the same thing, right?
Well, they were like when they were making the pilot, instead of just actually making a pilot of the episode, they just showed him the clip of like.
Because they like made a movie like some cartoons do. Like they make like it would have been like 3 episodes or something, but they liked it so much they made it into a movie.
Oh, okay.
And then the show came after.
Okay.
So that was supposed to be the pilot, but it ended up being a movie.
They like, can you imagine being like, yeah, this is the pilot of our show. Let's just fucking insane. Let's make this bitch into a movie. Let's go. And it turned out to be like a very successful movie, actually. It got a lot of the nominees, no awards, but it was.
It was nominated for one. What are those Oscars?
Mm-hmm. What do you call them? Oscars?
Is that the movie one?
Yeah,
Did it win a Nickelodeon award?
I'm sure it has.
I'm sure.
I didn't see anything.
It only mentioned one thing about like an actual award.
It's funny because it's just like giving yourself an award.
Well, it's not Nickelodeon awards; they're Kids' Choice Awards. So
Yeah.
It's run
more-
by Nickelodeon.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh,
The
and
awards are literally Nickelodeon blimps.
today we're gonna give ourselves the award for Jimmy Neutron.
Well, the thing is, it's funny is that like this was the first CGI animated movie that Nickelodeon ever made, so they could have technically just been like, and the best and only award for winning best CGI animated movie is Jimmy Neutron. Wow, you know.
Why'd you end it with you know?
You know,
Because I'm looking at you, you're just like.
I was waiting for where you were going with that.
Well,
I liked it.
You
I
liked
liked
it?
where you went.
Anyway, I love this movie. It holds a near and dear place in my heart, and
It holds that spot for you.
it holds a
it's like
place.
gum, alright. It just sticks there. It just sticks to that spot. I actually had
Gum.
listen.
Okay.
I saw this movie a lot more than I think is a healthy amount because when my parents had moved from our old home to the new one in Forest Glade, we didn't have like TV like cable or satellite or nothing. We didn't have internet obviously at the time too. So instead I just rewatched like old VHS tapes, and so I watched Disney's Dinosaurs that no one really knows about that movie anymore.
It's not a bad movie.
It's not terrible, but it's like no one talks about it anymore.
No, it's
I
forgotten.
watched that, Princess Diaries, Jimmy Neutron.
Princess Diaries. That's the one we should be talking about.
That's actually a good movie,
I
though.
love Princess Diaries.
I watched that and Jimmy Neutron a very unhealthy amount because that's all I could have that's all I did after school because I was just like I don't know I didn't really make any friends yet because we went to a different. That was like
Didn't you move down the street?
yeah, but I didn't.
You went to the same school.
I'm just saying I didn't really.
I'm just saying I didn't have friends, John.
Yeah, what do you want me to say, John? Like I
We'll
did.
take a quick break.
Who really stole the show?
Can we start?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good, guys. All right, who stole the show?
Yeah.
It wasn't Jimmy.
He's a good character. I just think like he is completely overshadowed by like his friends.
Overshadowed?
Overshadowed? They got more shattered than him?
His friend. I was gonna make a joke, but it was gonna be very dark. But yes,
Well,
his,
that's what we're here for.
but yes,
Let's
his
hear it.
friends and
Gene Carl.
and his own father, I would say, are the easily the funniest and probably the best.
What about
character.
Carl's dad?
What
You
about
only ever
him?
see him at the end, but
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Well, in the show, you see him more. He's
Yeah.
funny.
I guess I don't really particularly like characters in shows that are like, oh, I'm allergic to 99% of everything. I fucking hate those people.
The guy from Family Guy.
Exactly.
It looks like Carl's dad.
Exactly. It's just
Mort?
Yeah.
I just can't stand those kinds of characters because they always complain about everything. South Park had that with Kyle's cousin. I think his cousin's name was Kyle too. He's like, oh, and Sheila, thank God the flight was terrible. Like, the altitude was fogging up my glasses, and it was just like I hate characters like that.
Really?
Yeah, I just
But you like Carl.
Carl's different. Carl's actually funny.
That's literally how Carl is, though.
Yeah, but he complains, but then
He
still
has the
does
inhaler
it.
and everything.
He's still like, I don't know if this is a good idea, Jimmy. And he's like, Carl, come on, live a little, YOLO. And he's like, okay, Jimmy. And then they
He's like-
just,
He's like, yeah, listen to Drake with me, Carl.
Yeah.
come on, Carl. We're gonna rob a liquor store really quick, okay? It's the only way we're gonna get drinks for the party tonight. He's like, okay, Jimmy.
Is that all he says?
Yeah,
Okay, Jeremy.
he's a beta cook.
He
just
talks
does
about
whatever Jimmy
llamas,
says.
too.
I don't know.
What do you have? What do you have against llamas?
I'm saying that's not all he says. He also says llama.
Yeah.
So there you
Sheen
go.
only says ultra loud.
Yeah,
His
obviously.
dad does too.
Yeah.
His dad actually canonically works as a stunt double for Ultra Lord, so that's why he's like really into it too.
He's ultra dad.
Ultra Dad, exactly.
Yeah.
That scene was very touching. I like that his.
When they both liked the same thing and hugged?
Yeah,
Why was that touching?
I don't know. I just
Are we getting another Alex Heartfelt story?
no.
I just wish.
Daddy wasn't there. no. I just like Sheen in general. Just everything he says is fucking hilarious. I kind of feel bad that like when he made his own show, it obviously flopped.
Yeah.
There was a Sheen show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, it was just called. I think It was just called Plant Sheen, right?
Or just Sheen.
Something like
Jeez.
because like he. Later on the show, like Sheen became like this really popular character where he like learns kung fu. He's like, it's like sort of like that Ron from Kim Possible. Ron
Yeah, yeah.
became like his own like he's not just Kim Possible's psychic. He's now like his own like he's a
His
fucking
own spy.
yeah. He's like his own spy. He's a fucking badass. He's like the chosen one. You know what I mean? It's like Sheen kind of had like almost like that same elevation-esque sort of like where he's not just like Jimmy's friend that's like comedy relief. He's also like can carry his own weight.
Apparently not.
But apparently not because they
Canceled.
Canceled immediately. It's just one of those like shows like I canceled.
He's hanging out with Patrick right now in the canceled room.
I
at
I
Nickelodeon.
still haven't seen that, but is it really that bad?
I don't even know if it came out. I don't remember anything about it. I didn't watch it. I thought it was like last year or the year before it came out.
Why is it that like obviously like when we watch a show we're like that guy's the best part of the show like that it's just like when they really do make their own TV show where it's just them it's like it's never as good as like how
Because they're good side characters, but not good mains.
oh so it's like the same with Adam Sandler and
I know who you hate. You hate Rob Schneider.
I
don't hate him. That's a strong word, but I'm just saying like Rob Schneider.
Why do you hate Rob Schneider?
I don't hate.
Why do you hate him, man?
Yeah, dude.
Hate's a strong word.
You shouldn't hate.
Should appreciate.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he's been famous because he always says you can do it at the end every single.
That hasn't happened since like 2002.
Well, they should bring that back. You know,
You just said you hated it.
Yeah,
But-
and now you want him to bring
listen.
it back?
This is the era of bringing back shit that's been dead for years. They brought back Ghostbusters. They're bringing back Jurassic. Did you see the new trailer for Jurassic Park? By the way,
Yeah,
that looks amazing.
it does look good.
I'm actually really excited for that. Did you see it, Andrew?
No, I didn't yet.
It's got everyone that's ever been in a Jurassic Park movie back as a main character.
Not only that, but the
Chris
plots.
Pratt.
Yeah, he's the main character of this trilogy.
I know.
Not only that, but the plot's actually a lot more interesting because this stupid clone girl bitch from the last movie was like,
That was so funny because I didn't care all about the movie.
they were like, the clone girl was like, I'm gonna make the decision for you adults, and we should let the dinosaurs live. And then like she completely single-handedly fucked up the ecosystem now, because now there's like T-Rexes like eating bears and shit, and everyone's just dying because the dinosaurs don't give a fuck about borders. What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Park Ranger is gonna stop a fucking T-Rex? I don't think so. He's got enough on his plate with Yogi Bear.
Where did you just go?
I was gonna say the Park Ranger, but I didn't even specify what name. What's his name actually? The Park Ranger from
Jebediah.
Jebediah Ranger.
Jebediah Ranger, huh?
Yeah, remember his spinoff?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
He married Yogi Bear's girlfriend and stole her.
What?
He ran away from the park with the bear.
He married a bear.
Yeah.
Was that a adult
Nope.
video?
No, it wasn't.
Feel like they'd have a better market there.
Well, I don't remember that, but
I thought of anyone you would have seen that.
I just what I also didn't remember was like when I'm watching this movie. Obviously, you don't catch some jokes when you're little, but like when you're rewatching as an adult, you appreciate more of like the humor that was put in there. There was one that was laughing my ass off where it's later in the movie where Jimmy and the other kids are like trying to rescue their parents, so they're flying through space, but they're all getting tired because they're riding like roller coasters, and a lot of them are just spitting their fucking heads, and like they're like
The rides are all working while they're in space.
exactly, which sounds fun, but not really because you're gonna get sick really fast. So they land, and Jimmy's like, "Wow, that one's a supernova, and that one's a small dwarf," and then Nick was like, "Ha, you can really relate, Jimmy." No, a small white dwarf. That's what it was called, a white dwarf.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. And it's just, there was like a lot of like subtle things here and there that I didn't notice that were like, because like how Jimmy and Cindy, like they hate each other, but they also like kind of like secretly like each other too.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice like in a lot of clips in the background, you can actually see that Jimmy and Cindy would like constantly like would look at each other, smile, and then look away. And it was just like, huh. I was like, I didn't realize there was that much tension. I just always assumed it was just like, oh, isn't that wonderful? Yes, it is. And they're like, fuck you. And they just like look away.
No,
What?
they almost threw up. They didn't say fuck you, Alex. Come on. They're kids.
They might have.
They probably thought that. But.
For kids, they had probably the coolest theme park I've ever seen in my entire life. I would go to that theme park if we had anything like that here.
Retroland?
Yeah, exactly. You can't look at Retroland and think that that's like a boring. It looks actually like some of those rides were kind of like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any input at all, or am I the only one talking here right now?
Just you, buddy.
That's
Yeah.
great. I love being the only voice
I'm
here
waiting
right
for you
now.
to get all the likes out so I can start shitting on it.
Well, why don't you
I
just...
want you to shit while
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
I've been shitting.
No, you got to
Well,
counter his
Well,
points.
most of the things he said so far I agree with. Because those are
Okay.
the parts of the movie I liked.
Okay, so then so anytime he brings up something good, be like, yeah, but how about fucking...
Jimmy sucks.
Okay,
Jimmy's the
explain
worst
why.
Because he copied and made it stupider. He
Copied
copied
what?
Dexter's Lab, and he's just more annoying.
Why is he
I
annoying?
don't even feel like he's
He's
the
not
same
funny.
character at all.
Same base, different fucking
Dexter and Jimmy are
ingredients.
completely different characters. Dexter has like this like he has like what kind of accent? Is like German?
I'm not saying they're exactly the same. I'm saying same base, different ingredients.
but that's like common. That's like a common.
Yeah, but they're so close together in like time.
Not really.
No, not really.
Jimmy's way after Dexter.
Yeah,
Dexter was going on when Jimmy was going on,
Dexter was like at death's
When did
door.
Dexter end?
like early 2000s,
2002.
like maybe 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
When did Jimmy start?
2000.
Okay.
So he was,
Alright.
he was just taking up the mantle of boy genius. He might not be as good as Dexter's, but
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Like I said this to you yesterday. I feel like they both have a place still. Like Jimmy, he's different kind of. He's just a different kind of guy.
That's why I said an annoying version of Dexter. I hate Jimmy Neutron.
I don't understand.
I don't mind the other characters in the movie, but he's the worst.
I mean, I can understand that Jimmy's not the best character, but like I've enjoyed every single his shows. Like watching his shows. Was
I
really
would
good.
watch it as a kid, but like not on purpose.
Like when I think of Jimmy Neutron, I think of the episode where Jimmy Neutron invents like this candy that's so delicious that's like it's like literally cracked to all of his friends and family, and like
I remember that one.
That's kind of scary that he's a boy genius that can literally make anything. So he makes candy that's like the most delicious candy in the world, and everyone's just like, Jimmy, you have any more of that candy? Like, listen, I just want to.
Like any memory I have of the show, I don't remember Jimmy. I just remember Sheen and Carl
Yeah, it's kind of
and
like,
like other characters
I think it's.
and the dog.
I really
Goddard.
don't hate that. I really hate that.
Goddard's the best character, actually. I would say.
Why do you hate him?
I don't know. I just don't like the way he looks.
The dog?
It's literally
It's just a play on the '70s Doctor Who dog.
Yeah.
that dog. Yeah, I get it. It's like it kind of looks exactly the same almost.
It's just another thing the show took from someone.
Oh,
What sh-
yeah,
what-
but any other show that does that, you like it.
What other show has done that?
Like when they pay
I thought you meant specifically
homage
with the
to
dog.
something.
I thought you just meant with the dog. But
No.
yeah, when they did good, yeah.
But they're technically just paying homage to that. And that dog is...
I get that.
that dog's good. I like that dog. He's a good character.
Oh,
He
really?
fire extinguishers out of his butthole.
He does a lot of different things.
Out of his butthole?
It looked like it was.
He shits bolts and nuts.
That's actually kind of terrifying that dog never dies, even when it blows up. It like
Just
forms.
puts back together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he plays dead.
That's kind of
It's
scary.
just playing dead.
How do you kill it then? What if it like decides
You
to?
take the chip out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just,
Same way we kill you. Take the program chip that we designed out of you.
Can you add a new one? This firmware is outdated.
No, we like this one.
I coded it, so it's all fucked up.
That's.
What would you do if we told you that?
I don't know.
Like we gave you all these memories of your childhood, like your parents bought you from us.
I would have so many questions why you didn't give me something like more processing power, more memory, more RAM. Like,
It's funny.
like if I was this sophisticated as a robot, I'd probably be like, whatever. I mean, like I'm still me.
This is the only conversation you could have where you call yourself sophisticated. I don't think anyone in this room is sophisticated.
I think it is sophisticated.
Well, as a robot.
As a robot, we're fucking dope. But as a
Yeah,
human,
Well, I think it is sophisticated because of the fact that, like, you know, who knows how long it'll take to make robots like have this kind of like level of emotion and depth. You know what I mean? Where it's like they genuinely have a personality that's almost like indiscriminable.
Yeah, I gotta work on that code.
he's there's stuff coming out of his ears.
Just
Plug him in, please.
oh my god, I can't even fucking say it. Actually,
I don't even know what word you're trying to say. or else I hope-
Indistinguishable?
there we go. Yeah, from like a human, because it's just like robots will just emulate an emotion, but still, it's like that's just them being like, oh, this is how a person that wants to speak with a speech impediment would sound like. So they copy it. It's not like they would generally have that like.
Yeah.
But no, if I found out that I was a robot, I'd be a little bit like scared, I guess. But then at the same time, you'd be like, well, shit, like I want to like download some more info. I want to like be able to like, you know.
And I'm like, nah, we canceled that.
You completely like duct tape all my
Only
ports.
look up hentai online. Nothing else.
Why did you program me?
That was an error. It was like we had a Professor X moment.
Yeah.
We meant to add in like beautiful girls, but then with Google went wrong and hentai. You
I would
know.
just have so many.
Big titty
I would just have
cartoons.
so many questions. Like, why did you program me to have fear and to just be like,
To make you human.
yeah. I always found it.
We
funny.
didn't want Terminator on our hands.
Like, I love watching Mandalorian 2, which is Book of Boba Fett.
You literally yelled at me for calling it that earlier.
Well, when you brought it up, it makes sense. It really is just like one half is Boba Fett, but then it
it's
like
Mandalorian season 2.5.
exactly.
I
And
do like the things. With
I love
Boba
the
Fett,
scene
though.
where it's just like they try to bust into like Jabba the Hutt's place, and it's like the robots are like kind of like cooking dinner, and the robots have like straight up some of these personalities.
Oh,
are,
the
like,
flashback scene?
yeah.
Yeah.
The one robot was like shitting its pants that
Just
he actually
running away.
turned his switch off, essentially
Yeah.
killing himself.
Yeah. They walked in with all their weapons. He just flipped the switch off.
I mean, if I was a robot, I'd be like so confused. Like, why was I programmed to shit my pants? Like,
Especially like the droids in Star Wars, because most of the, I don't know, they're cool, but like I don't.
there are some.
They're not that smart. Most of them.
Some droids are like they're just
Well, you
like
got C-3PO, but then you got like those little fucking guys that are cooking.
like there's C-3PO that are like they can like they're
Talk
really
and-
intelligent. There are the ones that are like they talk like robots, like that assassin drone that was like, please
the one
return
in-
the target or whatever. Like they talk like a generic robot. But then there's just the fucking gonk bot that's just like
Yeah.
it's just a trash can that walks and goes gonk,
Yeah.
gonk.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your purpose, gonk?
I trash can.
I think those things are actually they carry the fuel because obviously when that lady shot that thing, it blew up.
Yeah.
So it's like they're more like dispensers. That's what they're called.
Like a Pez.
Yeah,
Like where you buy weed.
you can make it.
Weak. What do you think, Alex? What do you give it out of 10?
It is very unprofessional.
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 Did you not see that clip I sent you the other day?
No.
I can play it right now if you want.
Oh, we can do it after.
Oh, the clip of him.
Yeah.
He sent a clip of you burping right into the mic.
With reverb on.
Yeah.
So it's like
And then you immediately look at Andrew.
yeah.
I think like what happened there was I try to like. Sorry. I try looking away from the mic, so it's like I know I burped.
After it was done.
Yeah.
No. Actually, if you see the whole clip, you sit back in your chair, you bring the mic to your mouth, burp into it, then look directly at me.
I wanted confirmation to know whether or not that was picked up.
You burped into the mic direct. You were like this.
I thought I was being as quiet.
You haven't seen the clip.
Yeah, I gotta show you that clip. Can I send it to the Discord? Were you
Well,
all
I
set
had
up?
some of Jimmy's like
No?
instant burp soda, so like, what can I say? I couldn't help myself. I had to like, it's better to come out of the chimney than how did it go? How did
In the
that?
Better to
basement.
come out the chimney than in the basement.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like a fart.
Like a shit in your pants. He didn't want his wife to shit.
I love the
herself.
quotes that some of Jimmy's dad says. Do you remember the show where he's just like, "Well, Jimbo, when I was 9, I sat on a banana, and of course that changed my life." And that's it. Like he just stops him there, and his family's like looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he's dumb.
And
You got a banana up his butt, okay? That's what
and
he's
of
saying.
course that
It
changed his life.
unlocks something.
Well, Jimmy, if all your names were Cliff, would you jump off them? I don't think so.
He's so fucking dumb.
It's funny though. What was the other one that he said that was?
You save some?
Yeah, I saved some.
Oh,
Of course
God.
I did.
Yeah, I saved Jimmy Dad quotes. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Exactly.
Anyone in this room.
Beside Alex.
Yeah.
Look, I was a kid once. I remember being grounded a whole week not being allowed to go to my best friend's bachelor party. What?
I'm forced laughing just for you, buddy.
Uh huh.
He was a kid. He was allowed to go.
Jimmy, James, son. Let me tell you a little about rockets. They're big people things, and you can't go around playing with big fiery flying things because that's what rockets are. Rockets are flying fiery things. It's just. It sounds like me trying to talk to my son if I ever have one. I'm just like,
Imagine you have a fucking kid, he's just fucking a genius, and you're just sitting there, you're just spilling spaghetti and cookie crumbs everywhere. Dad, can you help me build this rocket ship I'm going to take to the moon? Oh, blah, 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 blah.
I think that is.
Have you had a taquito from 7-Eleven, son?
This is better than pie.
He calls me up. He's like, "Hey, you do machines, right? Huh? You can do a rocket for my son, huh?"
See, this is why I want to have a son so bad because I'm a generic, like, a
Cis
little,
male, yeah.
just like a generic, like,
I already said it.
dad that's not.
You're a dad already?
Smart. So I feel like if I ever had a son, he would be a freaking boy genius.
Out of all the TV shows that have been, what dad do you think you're most like?
What dad am I most like?
Yeah.
of all TV shows.
I got like 5 in my head for you.
I don't even
You don't want to hear mine. What do you think?
I know one that you might be thinking.
Probably Homer.
Yeah, that's in my head. There's another one.
Peter.
Yep.
I fucking hate you.
I was thinking like Fred Flintstone.
Kind of.
Kinda. With the
Those
feet.
are all literally the same people.
I already
Yeah.
immediately hate you for thinking of those two.
What did you think of? I know. I know in your head at least one of those things popped up. You definitely were like, you guessed Homer and Peter, so you were obviously thinking those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like who are other people that are kind of just like literally those characters.
Well, what are you thinking about right now? What shows are going through your
I'm
head?
thinking of characters that are just like stupid, like obliviously.
Why do you
stupid.
think about that about yourself?
I don't. Well, because sometimes I don't know how to like talk like a normal human being, and I mumble with my words like.
That's our fault. We programmed you bad.
Oh damn it. Maybe like the
You're like a T100.
T what the?
You're like a T100.
He's like a T12.
You're an F-150. The truck.
We haven't even made it to T.
All right, I give. What are the other? You said you had 5.
I know. I gotta remember.
Oh my god.
Dale Gribble, I guess.
Why?
I don't know.
He's gonna raise somebody else's kid thinking it's his own for the rest of his life.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the guy from King of the Hill. That's
Oh, he doesn't have a kid.
Well, no, but
Bill Deltry?
Bill?
Yeah, Bill.
He doesn't have kids.
Yeah, but
You just think you're gonna be alone and sad the rest of your life?
no,
Well, that's
Don't say it out loud.
no, I don't think like that. I just thought that that's what you guys think.
This was your face. No.
I did it for the effect of the camera.
Andrew does the effects. We don't need you.
Okay, I can just go.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got a CGI version of you I can talk to.
CGI me like Luke, like they did with Luke.
Don't tell him I'm working on it still. It's not done yet.
It's just from the neck up. The bottom neck up.
Well, what else you got? Come on.
The dad's a ripoff of Fairly Odd Parents' dad. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying they're pretty much the same character. They don't look the same, but like
I
the
feel
way
like
they are.
the Fairly Odd Parents' dad was more like mad than.
Well, he always hated Dingleberg.
I
Yeah.
don't think was Fairly Odd Parents' dad ever mad. Besides Dingleberg?
Mad?
What about that one episode where he's like the ruler? This is where I put my trophy if I had one.
That was literally his episode where Jimmy wished.
Not Jimmy.
Timmy.
Timmy.
Yes. Fuck these shows.
Did you know they had a crossover, right?
Yeah, I
they
do
did.
know.
Oh, wasn't that great seeing Timmy turn into fucking the horror?
Did you ever see the movie where Drake Bell played fucking Timmy in live action movie? A 20-something-year-old played Timmy?
Oh, actually,
completely
yeah, I
forgot
remember
that was a
about that.
thing.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Can you imagine being like, Drake, man, baby, you love Fairly Odd
You
Parents, right?
Drake, you love talking to underage girls online. This is a great way in.
We just need you to wear a pink shirt, pink hat, and have wish-granting fairies.
We get Josh Peck is a lot more successful than you, and he's not even that successful. So we know you need some money.
Well, listen, you want to do Timmy? And he's like, do him. Do I ever?
Yeah.
Can we talk about, like, this movie, the CGI
It's
looks,
creepy as fuck.
yeah, terrifying. I posted some pictures, by the way. I don't know if you
We don't have the mouse.
if we still do that anymore.
Do you need a mouse?
over here, yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a hot minute
Quick
break.
Bloop. We're back.
We're back.
There we go.
We're currently looking at a work of art, actually, truly a masterpiece of technological advancements.
His bottom lip is ripping off his face.
I just panned to it after you said that. That's funny.
It's the CGI in this movie wasn't great. I don't even think it was even that great during like the time it was made. Some of these, have you ever looked at some of the characters? Like, remember when Jimmy was like he wanted to get his mom a gift, like so he got like oysters and like coal. Did you see the train? The conductor of that train. I thought he had a beard. That's his jaw. He has like locked jaw. That's like Popeye or whatever. That's just like over his like fucking face, like up to his eyes. He's like, say it right. It's just his entire lower jaw. I was like, oh my god, that's his entire jaw.
Like, maybe he has tetanus.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Also, Jimmy could make diamonds, by the way, at any time in his life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he could be a billionaire.
He
Right.
doesn't need it.
He's not Scrooge McDuck.
Would any of you guys say you have that kind of restraint, that you're like that smart, that it's like it's beneath you to make diamonds to be rich and famous? Or not even famous, just to make yourself insanely wealthy?
I don't care. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'd do it.
I think everyone is unanimous about like, yeah, I'd do that too. Like, he spends all of his time inventing, like, well, I get it, he's a kid, so his mindset is like he's a genius, but he also thinks like girls
Maybe,
are
how do you know he doesn't?
what?
How do you know he has to buy all those supplies somehow?
He
What
makes them.
What else did he make for his mom at the time?
A pearl necklace, he bought flowers and a diamond ring.
Yeah, he just aged oysters like 4 years. That's pretty impressive.
Imagine he put that in the microwave. Imagine he put like anything in the microwave and aged it for 4 years. Like, what if he just like he got really bored and he was just like, wonder what happened if I just put my hand in there, put the timer for like 15 years.
Just his hand's super old.
You really think he would put his hand in there?
Or
His wiener.
he's I didn't want to say it. Yeah, he just like
I want to be an 8-year-old with a grown man cock.
I want to Jimmy Cochtron. That's
he
what they're
wouldn't do
call
that.
me.
He would probably just invent a pill that give him like a freaking massive schlong.
Yeah, because his inventions always go so well.
Yeah, he's an idiot, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of true. He built a rocket out of like literally just two garbage pails that he like sewed together, some headlights.
Can we talk about how all these kids would have died?
Yeah, with no fucking breathing apparatus in space.
They just, or even the fact that they would have all burned up going into
through the
space.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
There was actually an episode
They
where
all died?
Carl, Sheen, and Jimmy all fly into space again, flying their actual like iconic rocket ships. And Carl was like, "Hey, Jerry, Jimmy, how come we're not like breathing those helmets? How are we breathing in space?" And then Jimmy's like, "Oh, that's a good thing you brought that up. You see?" And then she's like, home on the range." Like he starts singing in the background, and he's like, and it's like, "Oh wow, Jimmy, but how do we not like burn up in the atmosphere? Oh, that's another good thing." And he's like, "Sweet home Alabama." He just sings over it. It's just like it's really annoying but obviously
You get it.
But it's a cartoon though, because it's like they're cartoons. Obviously, there's not supposed to be logic behind like.
It's a CGI cartoon.
Mhm.
The downfall of Nickelodeon.
Do you actually not like CGI cartoons?
No, I like Monster by Mistake.
I
The CGI in that cartoon's so
It's
good.
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's like as early. I can't. Besides Reboot, that's as far
That was
back as.
Reboot's pretty good though for
Reboot's
its time.
CGI.
Not really, man. Go look back.
For
Like
its
it's better
time?
than Monster by Mistake, but like
I'm not gonna lie, Reboot aged like fine. That's a good. It's not like obviously like
I just want a megabit figure.
a megabit,
Yeah, he looks dope.
megabyte,
Megabyte, sorry.
megabit.
I was like, megabit doesn't sound right. Why is Alex looking at me like that? But I like Reboot.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Yeah,
people.
Fucking Monster by Mistake can't be like the second one ever. Because that was a Canadian, and it seems too fucking basic to be the second CGI TV cartoon
I mean, like, there's definitely got to be other like CGI cartoons. It's just that there's not many that's like,
that you can remember.
yeah.
Well, there was like a lot of half and half ones, like Spider-Man the animated series. The intro was CGI, but he wasn't.
Yeah. It's mostly like when people use CGI, it wasn't like to make the characters all CGI. It was just like mostly like you said
Besides
for background.
Reboot and Monster by Mistake, but yeah.
Because it doesn't really like translate. Oh, Beast Wars.
Yeah, that was all. Those were all like that came out like the same year. Like I think Reboot was like 94, Monster by Mistake was like 95, and Beast Wars was like 96.
How could I forget that? Beast Wars was absolutely amazing.
But when like 3D animation first came out like that,
Mhm.
it was still like very technical and you had to do everything by hand still. So
Yeah.
it was like it was even harder than making cartoons back then.
Like,
Which
have you gone back to watch Toy Story, the first one?
yeah.
It's kind of not the best either.
No. Yeah. It's
Didn't
definitely
age that
it's
well.
definitely dated. Or it's. No,
You-
it's you can definitely like when we were kids, we don't really notice that kind of thing. We just think to ourselves, "Wow, this
Well,
is."
because it's the first you've ever seen of it, too.
Mhm.
So you have nothing to compare it to.
Same with like so it's like with the same with like Jimmy Neutron. When I saw that as a kid, I thought this like, oh, like, this is great. But then now I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my god, these demons, these abominations, like these are the most disgusting kids ever. I feel bad for some of the kids. Some kids are just like their eyes are not even eyes; they're just black slits.
Yeah.
And then like Jimmy is just a fully detailed character.
They all have dead eyes.
Mm-hmm.
that's what's dope, bro. You like Dead-Eye Kids.
this true, Alex?
I don't have any comment or I don't have anything to say to that.
Really?
Uh-huh. But what else is there to talk about this movie? Why he's not like anything like
I'm not saying he looks like him. I'm just saying, you know, better version of the idea.
Mm-hmm. Do you even remember the show at all?
Oh, there's a sneak peek for Samurai Jack on here.
Whoa.
Before Samurai Jack came out.
I love shit like that.
And then a bonus Ed, Edd and Eddy.
It kind of makes me sad a little.
What did I get on the fucking Jimmy Neutron VHS tape? A music video at the end.
Can we talk about the
For
soundtrack?
Kids in America?
No.
Can we talk about the
I wish.
soundtrack of this movie?
The soundtrack is top tier.
Yeah, the soundtrack was dope.
10 out of 10.
I think I mentioned one of the songs they had to like blur out because I think the lyrics were just not appropriate.
I already know it was. It was Blitzkrieg Bop. They
Oh, yeah.
shoot him in the whatever. They blurred it out.
You just covered Jimmy Neutron with Dexter.
That's what we're talking about now.
What did I do? Oh, did I put that there?
Who do you think is smarter, Jimmy Neutron or Dexter?
I think fucking Dee Dee's smarter than Jimmy Neutron.
You think Dee Dee's smarter than Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
I think Dee Dee's an idiot.
She's the one who always, when he fucks up the thing, she fixes it somehow by accident.
Yeah,
Dee
by
Dee?
accident.
Not all the time, but there's been like episodes where like Dexter'd be like, I cannot figure out whatever he sounds like, and then
Hey.
Dee Dee comes out and is like, what about this? And then it works.
And he's like,
No.
Dee Dee, you're ruining my lab.
She does. She destroys everything. The only time she's ever fixed anything is if with like was when Mendar came and then
That's
like
the one I'm thinking of.
yeah, and so Dee Dee was like, Dee Dee, my sister, just do what you do to me to him, and she's like, okay, and she just completely destroys
See,
his
just
lab.
you doing the voice made me happy. Hearing Jimmy Neutron makes me want to gouge my fucking eardrums out of my brain.
Well, he doesn't have a voice he can really
No, he's
copy.
Who?
horrible.
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
What's wrong with Jimmy?
Like I said, I don't mind the other characters.
You don't like it when he goes brain blast?
That makes me want to fucking brain blast. Like, I like Sheen, I like Carl, I like his dad, I like most of the side characters.
What'd you think about the aliens? The whole plot of the
I
movie.
like the voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
It was Martin Shore and you can't see on camera, but over there's a nice picture of Sir Patrick Stewart, and he was the voice of the other one.
Mm-hmm. Now, when Jimmy talked to the aliens with his toaster, and they were like, "We need parents," and they kidnapped everyone. I love how everyone's like, "Did everyone's family go to Florida?" And it's just like, wait, there's no parents in the entire town. Everyone goes fucking ape shit, and they're like, "I'm letting out the cold. I'm peeing in the shower." It's just like, you never thought like any of those scenes were funny. You didn't like
I
any
like
of
that
scene.
scene.
Yeah,
I'm still
I'm not saying
peeing.
I didn't like
Here's the shower.
Parts of it.
I'm running
I just
up and
hate-
down escalator.
I just hate Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, I get that.
Like not the movie. Well, I don't like the movie, but not the show. The person.
So
Jimmy
you just hate
Neutron.
this movie because of Jimmy?
Jimmy ruins this movie, and I didn't like the movie at all.
Why?
I like parts of the movie. Things were funny. I liked some of the show because I like Sheen and Carl.
You keep repeating the same thing, but you're
Because
not.
you're asking me, and I'm telling you.
Okay, yes, but like that's just. Jimmy ruined the show. The best characters are Sheen and Carl. This movie sucks.
Yeah. It was. I don't feel like the story was too
I liked
creative or original.
Why? Well,
It wasn't very. I agree. It's not very original. The parents gone missing. That's happened how many times now?
but I feel like this movie did it kind of first in a way.
No.
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 What's another movie that happened that was like this?
Home Alone.
Parents are gone.
Parents were kidnapped by aliens.
No, but they're gone, and the kid does stupid
So
shit
any
just
movie,
like that.
any movie.
You
that
just
had-
said what movie did this type of thing, and I told you one day you're
Ferris
gonna argue
Bueller's
with me.
Day Off.
he left. He took a day off.
You're just telling. You just asked what
Yeah.
movies have parents that aren't around.
By your logic, there's no original movie then because everything is vaguely kind of related to another thing. Then
Yeah, but okay, if it was just that, I wouldn't mind. But there's tons of things in this Jimmy Neutron universe that are like other things.
what?
I've Dexter's Lab.
Okay.
Dad's like Fairly Odd Parents.
How?
Goddard's from
Goddard's
Doctor
from
Who.
Doctor Who. Like I don't mind that. I'm just listing things. I wouldn't take. Don't take it personally, buddy.
I am
You
taking.
didn't
'cause
make
you
the
guys-
show.
I know.
You don't like things I like.
I like the show too,
Yeah,
but,
but I had good points for why I didn't like those shows.
What do you want me to say? Ask me a question. I'll fucking answer it.
How did you like the bad guy?
The aliens?
Do you think like the plot in general was okay? No, you didn't like the plot because you think it's the same as similar. As
Oh well,
everything.
you could just tell that it was written for a TV show, not a movie, and then they went with it. because it originally was, which isn't a bad thing. But you made a motion picture out of that idea, and I feel like it should have been more.
I think though, if I had to pick instances about the movie that I didn't like, instead of me talking about what I liked about it, I hated how like this advanced alien race couldn't handle a bunch of kids with like inhalers and like just being lightly tapped, or even like these guys die just by bumping into a wall.
Yeah, they do.
It's not fun to watch. They're aliens. Like, make it more. And also, remember when like Jimmy was like, "Brain blast! I'm gonna save our parents." It's like, how are you gonna do it, Jimmy? Okay, me and Gunnar are gonna try to steal the remote that controls our parents. Sheen, you break into the airport and steal like this spaceship. And he's like, that seems like a lot for him.
Jimmy's trash.
That seems like a lot responsibility on my end more than on yours. It's fine, Sheen. Just do what Orchalor would do. And he's like, okay. And then it's like, it doesn't even show him how he does it. He just like comes back with the spaceship and he's like, I got it. Like, he just like passes out. But it's like, oh man, he went through so much. But then it's just like, how did you steal a spaceship from an army base? Like, how did you do that? Did you have like the GTA codes to have infinite weapons in God mode?
Yeah, obviously. Who doesn't?
See, that's why Jimmy's trash. Not a good friend. He didn't even look to see where Carl was, and then was walking to school and saw Carl in a tree. Bad friend Jimmy.
His bad friend Jimmy.
Let's wrap this up. You guys sound so bored to talk about this movie.
Ask me whatever you want.
I don't have anything else to ask about. I just want
I'm
you guys
not
to...
bored at it anyway. I'm just literally paying attention to the blockade right now. I'm sorry. I want to see.
Are you upset that
what's gonna
I
happen.
don't like Jimmy Neutron?
No, I'm just upset that like I feel like I have more to talk about Jimmy Neutron.
Go on, no one's stopping you. Because there's things I liked with this movie, and maybe you haven't brought them up yet.
No, I just want to talk more about like the memes that came out of this movie. Like
what?
Like, you guys remember the that like foreign exchange student from like one of the episodes where she's like, "What? What's her name? What's the teacher's
teacher?
name?"
I don't know.
She's like, "Well,
Miss Fowl.
everyone settle down, rah!" You know, like just like we got a foreign exchange student, and here's his name. I forgot what his name was, but like, now tell me about yourself, rah! And then he's just like, "Hello, I am from like generic Eastern Europe place." And it's like my family, as we meet people, we like to sing them this wonderful song that's called "Slap, Slap, Slap, Clap, Clap, Clap." And I thought that was the funniest fucking shit ever. I don't know why stupid shit like that made me laugh. I just thought that show was. I honestly thought that show was hilarious when I was a little kid, and there was not a single episode that I didn't like. It's just like, I don't know. I just wish I could like talk about these sorts of things because
Talk about it. You are.
no, but I mean, like, I don't have anyone. I want
Andrew likes Jimmy Neutron. Talk
Okay,
to
what
him.
was your favorite episode of Jimmy Neutron?
So there's this episode where he makes this silicone spray for his shoes, what makes him
Yes.
run really fast.
And he couldn't take it off, so his feet were just like permanently like indestructible by this thing.
And he had to stop by like barrel rolling at the end or something. I don't remember.
I actually don't remember how he ended up getting those feet off. It almost like he did something that almost made him like not decapitate.
He decapitated himself.
No, but like he just like dismembered his own feet almost trying to get these shoes off.
Yeah.
While running, because he couldn't stop running. Yeah.
I just like even though Jimmy is obviously not as smart as like some characters like Dexter, he made inventions that are like almost like god tier in a way. Like he made a microwave that ages things by like, yeah, I'm just gonna put this like whatever and put it down for like 100 years. The microwave just goes like. Brrr.
He doesn't even have a lab coat.
He does.
He doesn't wear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Dexter does.
He only wears it when he needs to.
Dexter never knows when he needs to. He's that smart.
Yeah, but lab coats are PPE, so it'd be like wearing a mask at all times.
Kind of like everyone has been doing.
No, like if you're going to bed, you're gonna wear a mask.
I do.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You do.
I wear a sleep apnea mask to bed.
I don't, but whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
You can't talk to me about that.
New
again.
point. Yeah.
All right.
You win. That's it.
All right. Well, let's talk about your favorite boy genius, Dexter. Then, what was like some of your favorite episodes from that guy?
Remember the one where he goes fishing with his dad and he has to wake up all the time?
Which one was that one?
I think it's the one on here, too.
He goes fishing with his dad and he has to wake up all the time? Who has to wake up?
Dexter.
Why?
Because his dad's like, you're always down in the lab. Come do fishing stuff. And he hates it. But he goes to make his dad happy.
No.
What did Jimmy do to make his dad happy? Make his wife burp?
He made his he made his mom
He saved their lives.
fucking pearl necklace and a diamond.
Yeah, I'll make Jimmy's mom a fucking pearl necklace if she wants. I ain't talking about oysters, dog.
What are you talking about?
Come.
Oh.
What was that movie? Was it Forgetting Sarah Marshall? You ever see that movie?
No.
There's a part he's on webcam with his brother, and his brother's wife comes on, and like she goes down to fix something, but then she comes back up, and he's like, "Did she have that pearl necklace on before she came back?"
I love so subtle things like that. I was just gonna say like I wanted to talk a little bit about Dexter because I think when I think of like episodes, there's only like a handful that like stick to my mind. I think one of them. I actually like this one. A lot of people don't. It's like where Dexter's robots are like they literally have like personalities of like adults like humans.
Yeah.
And so these robots are just like, man, fuck this joint. Let's get out of here. And so like literally these three robots leave the house and they just go to a biker gang and they like make best friends. Do you remember that one?
Now that you like talk about it, because I haven't watched it fully in a long time, but yeah.
Did you guys ever watch Invader Zim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it
You just
kinda the
made
same-
Amanda so happy.
Isn't it kind of the same thing? Except for he's an alien.
It's the same.
His family is full of geniuses. It's not just a boy.
Isn't he kind of
What?
like?
No, he's alone. He's just a.
Oh, I thought
he's-
Zim is an alien. He's
Yeah.
He's supposed to be. He's not even a genius. He thinks he is, but he's not.
But he kind of is compared to us.
Yeah, but his whole civilization is like more advanced. So it's like even though he's an advanced,
He's a dumb one.
he's a dumb advanced
Yeah, yeah.
person. You know what I mean?
I understand all that.
I thought you were talking about what's his name? The brother Dib. I thought you were talking about Dib. Dib is like he's
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
he's smart-ish. He's not like a super genius. His dad's a super genius. Dib's just like that crazy like conspiracy theories that has ties with the Illuminati. Apparently,
Yeah, he does.
that is a great at that. You ever watched the movie that came out though when they brought it back?
No, I didn't know there was a movie.
What?
It came out a few years
We
ago,
gotta
didn't
watch
it?
that. Yeah.
They did the Invader Zim and Rocko's Modern Life movie around the same time to bring back like a story from them when they've got a deal with Netflix.
That's sick.
Another thing that's like Invader Zim related was I've recently finished the game Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
And the main character of that game, main character Raz, he's voiced by the
By
guy.
Dib?
No, he's voiced by Invader Zim.
That's cool.
And you have a special power that he's a psychic guy, right? So he has like all these like pyrokinesis and levitation or psychosis or whatever. And
he has psychosis.
he has psychosis.
He's got psychosis.
He doesn't know what's real or not.
And
Poor
so,
dude.
I think that's a genuine. I forgot if that's what he has an ability, psychic ability, where he makes things into reality. So he makes like a little like a doodle bob version of himself.
Mhm.
And I say doodle bob because it really is just a drawing of himself almost. And that character is voiced by Gurr. So you have both Zim and Gurr, and it's just like I don't know. It's just I love hearing those two voices together, and that's just like it's the little things like that that makes
I
me
get it,
happy.
I get
Yeah.
Yeah, Gurr's a cool character. I like that character.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about, buddy? About your little buddy Jimmy.
My old buddy. Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't bring up the Carl memes.
There's some.
There's so many.
Yeah, it's just like how do you
Croissant.
croissant?
Jimmy, your mom.
There's so much. There's so many memes recently. That's
yeah,
just.
no, Carl like recently, like the last couple of years.
There was this one that was like of a. There's this YouTube streamer or YouTube. Well, he used to do a stream on YouTube, but he moved to Twitch. His name is Critical, and he did a meme recently where he was like cheering. He was like, "Whoa!" And then he disappears,
Yeah.
and it echoes. And then Carl did the same thing too, where he opens up the door and just goes like, "What?" And then just dies on the floor. And I don't know who comes up with this shit.
Wasn't Carl in Sheen's show? Or maybe a guest appearance, I remember.
I guess I don't know. I never watched the Sheen show. That's the thing. I know he made a
I've
show.
seen like one episode, I think.
I thought like the first episode was he did like land on Planet Sheen or something like that. But I think even though as funny as Sheen is, I still think Q Neutron is like I would watch a show that's just about the dad, honestly. He just says some of the fucking craziest shit. And I didn't notice this, but like when I was watching this movie, there's a scene where he opens up the door and he goes, "Boy!" And that's
When the aliens there?
no, to his son, Jimmy.
Oh.
And that's where the audio clip is from. You know how people like they take
Oh, yeah,
you know how
yeah,
people
yeah.
when they take snippets of like just like 1, 2, 3, 4 and it's just or like just like little meme snippets or whatever. That boy one, I had no idea that was Hugh Neutron going "boy" to his son in the movie.
I didn't either. I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
I don't know. As far as that's pretty much all I can think of right now. I'm.
That's fine. We've been talking for a long time.
Yes, we have. I just hope
Well,
that.
give your rating.
Give my rating. I give this movie
How
like.
many chubby kids that ate too many cotton candy do you give this movie?
We had a eating competition.
And I won.
And I won. That kid.
That was funny.
That was funny, but also like he burped and his shirt just opened. It was like, oh god, put that thing down.
The kid?
He's just terrifying. He looks terrifying. And there's a meme that came out of that too, where he just like has that like, this bitch serious kind of like looking at me. Put up that face real
How many
quick.
cotton kitties do you give this?
Cotton kitties.
Cotton candy chubby kids.
I give it like a 7.5.
Out of all this, you give it a 7.5.
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece. It is a great movie.
Those are the same thing.
There's definitely, I would say it definitely has kind of like a weak ending. Like, literally, I'm watching this movie, and it's the movie's runtime is about like an hour and like 32 minutes.
Yeah.
But like the alien part where they go to fly and save their family and rescue them and fight Paltrow, which is like a literal god.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say literal. It's just a chicken, but they call it. It's called their war god. That part is only like 30 minutes, not even of the movie. 30 minutes, which is including the credits at the end.
I feel like the movie was underwhelming and like you don't really feel anything throughout the whole thing. Like it doesn't make you feel like sad, happy or anything throughout the whole thing. You just kind of feel neutral throughout the whole thing.
But
Neutron.
Yeah, you feel Neutron the whole movie.
I kind of get that.
And then at the end, the resolve is very underwhelming.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I like some of the jokes and stuff, but it for the most part, it's like a 7.
It's definitely like
Not even. It's like a 6.5.
I think you know what.
What'd you give it?
7. You know what? I was gonna say 7. It's 7.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Fucking downfall of Nickelodeon.
I definitely agree with you, Andrew. There's like this movie has like this sort of like, oh, I should have been more appreciative to my parents, right? But there was like no suspense. It's just like these kids are like, we're gonna go rescue our parents, and then they just do it. They literally overthrow an entire alien race,
Which
and they
just proves like, oh, we don't need our parents then. Actually,
there's like no there's like no suspense. There's no like,
Nothing really goes wrong.
yeah,
Everything.
everything.
We need to build spaceships. Built them.
They built
All right,
them.
we gotta go get this planet that we don't know where it is, but we got it.
Like they
Yeah.
got captured, right? But like they didn't seem like they had too much trouble getting out of there in the first place, because the aliens that they were caught by were so stupid. You know, they're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a bunch of idiots.
it's almost like they made a TV show a little bit longer to be a movie.
Well, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
It was.
That's
oh,
the joke,
I didn't know if
guys.
you heard
Pick it
us.
up.
I didn't know if you were on the blockade while we were doing that one.
I'm still listening to you. I'm just on
Well,
the
we're in your
blockade as well. Yeah.
your head.
Yeah, you are. You sure are,
He's
buddy.
throwing smoke in your face, man. He's gaslighting you.
Vape lighting you.
What? Vape light me, buddy.
John, you gonna do your little special ninja trick that you showed me, where you just inhaled a bunch of smoke and then you puffed it out, that it actually covered your whole body?
Did I do that?
You did that once. I was pretty impressed.
When did I do that?
You did that at my house.
What'd you
We
do?
were watching this movie.
Talking to the
We
mic.
were watching. Was it that vampire one? That's another great
The Marvel
movie.
one? The cartoon Marvel one?
Yeah. And then I gave you like.
Oh, in the drink.
Yeah, exactly. That was that
Alex
same.
made me a mixed drink, and I was like, Alex, watch this. And I blew it in the cup, and then for like 10 minutes, it was just billowing out of my cup.
looked like
I
you
was
was
drinking
drinking
like
a
a
magic
magic
potion.
spell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
magic potion, yeah.
I took a picture of that, but then you did.
To be fair, you were pretty drunk too, and you were just like, oh, wow, John. Oh, wow.
You're so good with that vaping. Like, holy shit.
Vape God, John.
God,
When Max
John.
worked at the store, he showed me
Oh
like.
my God, that fucking rig Max had. Remember that? You had to drip in juice every time you fucking hit it.
Yeah,
it
I
was
had-
like literally like this big. It had like all the bells and whistles.
I
on
have
it.
those at my house
It's
right now.
fucked.
You have to build your own coil
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
I asked him
got
like
that.
what was like the most expensive one he had, and I was like, bitch, look at this. And it's just called Thor, and it's just like
Yeah.
this massive, thick dick of a vape.
Like it literally took up. It was this table he would put it on in my apartment. It would take up the whole middle.
What?
Like it was like one of those old table sliders from like the 50s.
What the fuck?
It looked like it used a car battery. That's how thick it was.
Jesus Christ. Mine took like 3 batteries and it was
Yeah.
like huge, right?
Yeah.
And then I had the dripper on top and then I had like one of the buildable things. It was like bigger than my ears.
I mean, we used to always get Alex to hit it, and he
And I
would
always go.
Yeah, the
Because
cloud chase.
it would force.
Because we literally tell you, don't take a big hit, Alex.
But those
you gotta
things-
get used to it.
Yeah, but I like his because it makes you like it doesn't like fucking fuck your face with smoke. It, like
Yeah, because it's set for max, what he's used to. You can lower it, and you didn't.
Wait, what? You like the weed one?
no, I like how yours is. It doesn't like because when I tried Max is like at max power where like it forces that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
down.
Max has had like a laptop on it to like program everything.
This is so stupid that how ridiculously detailed those things are when it's literally just a button that you press to shoot smoke in your mouth.
Yeah, literally, you're shorting a battery. It's literally all you're doing.
Any other Jimmys you want to talk about?
Any other Jimmys? We talked about the shitty crossover. Jimmy visits Timmy. We talked about the memes. Talked about the fucking what you like, dislike. No, that's about it.
Well,
It's been well.
everyone, thanks for watching.
Thank you for
and
watching this inventful podcast.
Inventful.
Inventful.
In-
We
Well,
invented so many things.
we-
Well, Jimmy invented a lot of things.
We invented a Neutron.
Did Jimmy even invent anything, or did he just take other people's
He made a
ideas?
plant that could determine a female from a male and eat it up.
Yeah,
he
he
made
did invent that.
he made invisible hamsters.
That's sacrilege.
Why is that sacrilege?
You're not allowed to fuck with God's creation.
That's a good point.
He
He's
made
playing God now, eh?
Yeah.
He
And
made-
you're okay with this.
he made
That's
a
dope.
literal immortal dog
He made a robot dog.
that's immortal.
Pretty
Any
much.
robot dog would be. He didn't make like an actual dog immortal.
No, but he made a robot dog that can't die. It can just rebuild itself out of nothing.
Yeah, that's pussy shit.
He freaked the government out by flying like faster than a jet can.
Yeah, he did.
Can you imagine like the U.S. Navy, like the U.S. government, like
That's the end of the
but-
movie. They just shoot down Jimmy Neutron. Bogey down.
I think that was a kid.
I don't care. It's me.
It's
All
just-
you see is just Sheen and Carl lands very safely.
anyway, everyone have a wonderful night.
Check out our Patreon.
Check out Patreon and get us going on there.
Yeah,
Get her going.
We need some people on there.
We need some friends.
If you want, do the fuck off one. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Do the fuck off one. It's only
No, it's Kill 2.0.
yeah, kill 2.0. What is it? 100 grand?
Yeah, 100 grand.
Pocket change.
100 grand. We'll stop making videos for 1 month.
The other ones are like $5-10, but no, you want the 100 grand one.
Yeah, try that one out. Give us all your money. All right, bye. Love you.
Chat you later.
See ya.